What about the support? What about the Kop, the Liverpool fans?
Well, I knew before I came here that the Kop was the Kop. It's expanded and it's grown world famous since then, but they always made a noise in the Kop. Because I remember we were playing here for Huddersfield and there was a corner kick at the Kop end, and I said to the director, I said, look, do you hear this noise this crowd make? See? And of course they made the Liverpool were going to take the corner kick at the Kop end. The noise was fantastic, you know. And this is a great thing. And then of course it went on and on and on until we got out of the doldrums and we got into the big league and we won things, and of course it went from strength to strength. Not only are they great supporters, but they had a sense of humour. And the sayings, if you like, you know, the chants, you know, we won the cup, and they had all kinds of, they're all funny. And one day Leeds United were playing here, and Gary Sprake was going to row the ball, you know, it was at the side of the goal, he was going to row it out, and then he changed his mind and he rowed it into the back of the net. And the half-time whistle blew. The Kop were chanting "Careless Hands." Yeah, that's true, absolutely true. Yeah, I mean, just instantaneous. And one night they were playing in a fog against Walsall in a repaid cup tie, and down at the Anfield Road end would score a goal, and the roar went up. They didn't know what it said, so they shouted down to Anfield Road, "Who scored?" And it said Tony Haitley. And it was a kind of song as well. So they'd relayed the who scored the goal up to the Kop who couldn't see it. So that way they were shouting who scored the goal. Yeah, no, the Kop are there's something special. Yeah.
After you retired, you went.
I went to Kop. Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well, I went in the Kop because I'd promised I would go in. And I went in and I enjoyed it, yeah. And I didn't go in for bravado or anything like that, no. I went in amongst them because I played for them. I mean, I was their man. Not only the Kop, Anfield Road and the Paddock and Cameron Road stand and all the stands and the whole of Anfield. I went in the Kop, but I went into Anfield. It was not just for the benefit of the Kop or me, it was for Anfield. So I went into the Kop because the Kop is a unique place where a lot of people go. So I went in the Kop because I had promised a man I would go into the Kop, who was a Kopite.
What about Liverpool fans? I mean, ashes have been scattered on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You see, this is the story. That Liverpool's not only a club, it's an institution where my aim was to bring the people close to the team, to the club, and to accept them and not to never mind him. You know, you've heard football people leave him alone. No. So much so that men died and the wives brought their ashes to Anfield, and they scattered them in the Anfield ground, and they said a little prayer, and then they went away. And there was one little young boy got killed at his work. He was only young, and a busload of 50 people came one Sunday to scatter his ashes in the Kop. He was only 21-year-old. They scattered his ashes on Anfield. And this was done, of course, and it was sad, very sad. And then there was one family came. I didn't take the names, I'm sorry I didn't, but I didn't think it was right, you know. I thought, no, I better leave it. I'll leave this anonymous as a memory, you know. I didn't tabulate that. One family came with her husband's ashes, and the ground was frostbound. And the groundsman had to dig a hole in the back of the net at the Kop. It was a hard job because it was frosty. And he dug it, and inside the right-hand post, facing the Kop, there's a casket, down a foot. So that not only they support Liverpool when they were alive, but they support Liverpool when they're dead. Their ashes are there. Now this is the true story of Liverpool. This is why Liverpool is possibly so great, because there's no hypocrisy about it. Because laughingly, I've said, a ball went in that corner and it was headed out, and I said, that's Sam Brogan there again. He's having a blinder today, you know. I don't think we lost a goal at that end. I'm not trying to be funny, really. Years after the man was put in there, he'd played so well. So but that's without being joking. That's how close the people were brought to the club. That they wanted to be part of it when they died. And that's why there was no hypocrisy. It was sheer honesty that these people support Liverpool. And then I accepted them there. Yeah, brought them in and I said, come in, and you come, all of you. Trooped in dozens. Father's got ashes over and off they went. Said a few prayers.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, true stories. Yeah, yeah.
What about the people of Liverpool in general? I mean, we know about those that regularly go. What about the great conflict between the Evertonians and the Liverpool fans?
I think there'll always be, with us two teams in one place, there'll always be conflict, if that's what you call it. At one time it was very tense and very exciting, and when Everton were doing better than they are now, I mean, when they had players like Ball and Kendall and, the better team. I mean, I'm not trying to criticise them, because at the moment they haven't such a good team. But when they had a good team equivalent to Liverpool, or better than Liverpool, there was tense games, and the rivalry was like it was with Celtic and Rangers, but not the bigotry. And I've seen them going to the ground, red and white and blue and white, going to the same game to see playing each other, which is unusual. I mean, there might be a family here in Liverpool with 4 boys, and 2 of them support Liverpool and 2 support Everton, or 1 supports Liverpool, 1 supports Everton. This could happen.
You see, it says a lot about the people of Liverpool, that you don't get aggravation, which you get so much now in football, so much hooliganism.
That's right. I think you're right there.
Why is that?
Well, I think that they're the same people. They've got the same temperament. They know each other. They really and truly, I think they're unique in that sense. The rivalry was so great, but I never seen a fight at a game, Liverpool and Everton. I've never seen any real aggro. Shouting and bawling, yes, but not got to the fisticuffs. And this is quite amazing that's happened. They behave themselves very well. I'm not saying they love each other. Oh no. I mean, football's a matter of life and death. I said, look, it's more important than that. And it's more important to them than that, you see. Football's more important to them than life and death. But they don't fight, and it's amazing, and I think that says a lot for them. If I needed a workforce, if I had a business, and I wanted a workforce, and to be successful, I would pick my workforce from Merseyside. And we would wipe the floor with everybody. They've got hearts of gold, and they can work. All they need is handling, like human beings, not bullied and pushed around. So I'll pick my workforce from the Merseyside, and anybody else can pick theirs from anywhere else, and we will have a go with them. We'll be successful.
In fact, that's exactly what you did.
That's right. That's correct. So I'll have my workforce from the Merseyside. It's a kind of distressed area. There's a lot of unemployment, More than Merseyside, of course, but Merseyside has got a lot of unemployment, and people have a hard time, but they've got a big spirit. And I think that deep down they've got spirits that when you're on your side and they're all working together, they'll take a bit of beating. I'll tell you. So I'll take my workforce from the Merseyside, and anybody can take theirs from anywhere else they like, and I'll win.